If you, at the beginning of this video, thought that you could not recreate the health and wealth of nations, then technically you have achieved something previously impossible. That is the funny thing about application of knowledge. At one point, a thing is impossible, and then later, poof, you've shifted the constraints of reality. Let your neurology absorb that for a moment. This is practicing self-efficacy. Our neurology is very energy conservative and risk averse, which means that we are capable of so much more than what it feels like. And we need to remind ourselves of that every moment we get. And if you're having one of those moments, roll yourself in that moment like a happy Labrador. Today, you set up a local data development environment, you mined out some data, you transformed it, you visualized it, and you probably did something else that I didn't tell you to do, you scoundrel. Basically, you have done a complete data science project from start to finish, and I didn't give you any step-by-step instructions, so this was all you. And now, given that you know that you can do impossible things, ask yourself, can MPJ make an epic sponsor segue that perfectly capitalizes on my receptive state? Maybe you can build Git. Maybe you can build your own SQLite. Maybe you'll finally learn Rust. Sign up for Code Crafters and see if you can defy another law of gravity. Remember to use ff.dev/codecrafters when you sign up. Then you support both yourself and the production of Fun Function, and you get 40% off. If you're like me and you want an escape from algorithms and connect with what the essence of the internet was like, then I have a long-form Monday morning chronicle called Fun Email. It does not strive to be a newsletter. It doesn't try to keep you on top.
Well then, hypothetically, it should redirect people to this stream, but maybe it doesn't. Oh well. Yoo-hoo. Hello everyone. Who's here? Hi, Sterling. Sterling, how's it sound? Okay, cool. Swing Tag, welcome. Welcome. I mean, like I don't really have a plan for this one. Just gonna sit around and see like if sound is good. Hey Pale. Hey everyone. Mario, glad to see you too. Wow, this feels great. Like, this has been a long time coming. This video took so long to produce. I thought it was going to be a shorter production. Oh, Mark, last time was your farewell video. Wow, you were there. That's nice. It's been a long time. Alpha and Omega. tell us how your Monday morning was. I'm very much into oatmeal these days. I had a long fasting period, but I'm back to breakfast. Because like a good oatmeal, man, it's like you can put insane amount of things in it. It's like I put like almonds, I put like rolled oats, I put peanut butter, I put pumpkin seeds, I put sunflower seeds. Like it's just like I pretty much dumped the entire kitchen in it, and it's almost the more elaborate and stupid it is, the more self-care it feels, which is just lovely. Oh yeah, flax and hemp hearts. Hemp hearts? I do add hemp seeds actually. And blueberries, yeah, the good stuff, the good stuff. Talon, Samuel, it's good to see you. Good to see you too. Oh man. Vladimir, great to see you back. I still need to watch the I'm back video. I only got a notification about this one, not the one previously. I used to mod FF4 for a bit. Oh, you're Eugenia. Yeah. Now I remember you. Hey, Eugenia, Vladimir. That's so good to see you again. Yeah. Chuck steak for breakfast. That's a breakfast of champion. That's breakfast of champions, man. Yeah, regarding like chia to hemp seeds, man, I don't know, like to me they are just two different categories. I think that chia seeds is like this thing that just got too popular in Sweden for a while, and now they are like I just feel like, I mean, like I don't mind, like I've had vegan periods, but when I eat chia seeds, I really feel vegan, you know? Does that make sense? Like, oh, that's a vegan, he eats chia seeds. Like, but I do like chia seeds. Chia pudding is great. I was talking about something. Yeah, Vladimir. I've been thinking a lot about like what to do on the community side for Function. I would love to offer some kind of community where you can hang out and like ask questions and stuff. But I don't really know what to do. Like I don't want to like. Discord is like a horrible hellscape of notifications that I don't want to inflict on myself and others. And forums seems a little bit out of, not quite there. I'm kind of leaning towards a subreddit. Not sure if it's a good idea, but it would be cool to try. Like, is there, like, what communities do you hang out on? Where would you like to ask questions? Like, I have no idea. Should one even do it? Is communities even a thing? Hemp parts. I need to Google hemp parts now. So just feel free to ask me anything, really. I kind of view this as an AMA or just like chilling. If there's anything that you want to ask about content in the video or like the production or like what I've been up to, or if you just want to share something cool. Hemp parts. Oh, okay. Yeah, but this is the thing. This is actually the thing that I eat. Hemp hearts. Why is it called hearts? Lots of fibers. Yeah. Uranium poop. Peter, I love it when you release a video. The quality is always fantastic and so engaging. Mwah. Peter. That's such a nice thing to say. Swing Tech, what are you excited about most these days, I suppose. Like excited in general. What am I most excited about? What am I most excited about? If I can think about that. I mean, there are lots of things to be excited about in the world. But what am I most excited about? BLK, how big is the community? Because I may be here a week only. I'm here like since a couple of hours. Or like back now. I think I have no idea how big the community is right now. I'd probably like how many people will remember Fun Function, how many people would like to be part of something. Like I have no idea. Octopus would love a community space. Discord, agree that Discord is a pain like UX committed seppuku. What am I excited about? This data. Yeah, I mean, what about data? I'm generally a pretty excited person, but I'm not sure if I'm excited about a specific thing. I'm one of those people who I think I have like a rather general level of hope. Cellcrowd, how's David doing? David is doing pretty great. He's having working on his second child, or maybe he's already had it. we don't keep a lot in touch, but he seems to be doing great. Yeah, like Vladimir and Mark, regarding a mental health startup that I worked for, Mindler. I was there for about a year. I started out as a programmer, and then like I turned into VP of engineering, coordinated things, and then I helped out with organizing the data organization. It was really cool experience, but it was also a company that was, wonder if how much I can say under, I guess it's fine. It was a company where things after a point really couldn't go anywhere. For a while I honestly I blamed my bosses, but I kind of over time realized that the board was in this interlocked position, or locked in position where kind of some parts of the board wanted to do some things and some parts of the board wanted to do something. And that meant that one could not really do big, aggressive, strategical decisions that needed to be made. Mindler had many good strategical avenues to go, of all of which were valid, but the decision-making structure in the upper levels where the capital was just was not able to do that. So it was just it just felt like effort was not going anywhere. So eventually I got an offer by Parity, the Polkadot main Polkadot maintainer, and I was really excited about Polkadot at that time. So and it just felt really cool. So I took that and spent a couple of months there before I aggressively burned out. Holy shit, that company, man. Good product, kind of messy company. And then I started working for another company for a brief period, and was laid off there as well because they sort of ran out of capital, I guess. And it's after that I kind of just got fed up with being employed, to be honest, and I decided that it's better to just go back to function. It's time to do my own thing again. Hey Slavic, do you still have that cup of coffee you spilled from your FFF intro? If I still have the cup? Did I have a D cup? Maybe I did. I don't remember. Hey, WM, I'm a 2D animator and completed a web dev bootcamp. What kind of work or code should I focus on next? I mean, I have to recommend getting into motion canvas, man. Like the episode that you just saw is made with that. It's just absolutely delightful, and your animator skills as an animator will really be leveraged there. And it's such a cool niche skill. Like it's absolutely lovely to work with. I find it to be a delight. Swing tag, how much are you interacting with GPT on a daily basis? I mean, I use it surprisingly little for code. I find that code assist kind of just annoy me. It would be one thing if it was super reliable, but it just, I want the tools that I use to be very reliable. I can't have like things that crash or like network requests or like, it's just too random. That said though, I really like having just chats with ChatGPT. Like I use the voice functionality a lot. Not right now, but I used to have these long philosophical discussions with a prompt that I call Holmes. That is like a completely custom personality is really delightful. Just like having these chill conversations just when I'm a little bit groggy in the morning, and just like flaring out into weird philosophical discussions. It's kind of like a weird diary, and that has been my most delightful use. And I also really like just finding the right word for things, which often ends up in me learning Greek, because Greek is like the best language. Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, says don't bother learning to code. Yeah, you just kind of had to consider the origin of that guy. You know, like he sells AI chips. He sells AI chips. He sells AI chips. I don't. It doesn't code all that well. Doesn't code all that well. Doesn't write all that well. It's good for drafts, but like for code, it can be kind of good to get just some example code of how to call APIs, and sometimes, you know, I just like want to tab so that I get something, but I'm not like, I guess I'm a little bit of an LLM skeptic. I'm a big generative AI skeptic. You can use it for a lot of things, but man, like, is it changing the world? You know, I mean, I really like the ferrets that we have in the newsletters. It's great for that, you know. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have any pictures. But I mean, like, he OpenAI is valued at like how many $1 billion is it? I mean, like, it's ferrets, man. Like yeah. Don't learn to do woodworking. We have IKEA. I love you, John. I love you, John. It's very good. That's so good. That's good. Coding will be a natural language moving forward. You know, my brother, like he's an artist, and there was this evening where I was we were learning. I tried to get him to learn processing, and because processing is a common language to be used by artists to animate and stuff, and he was asking me like, why do you write it in this computer language? Why can't you write it in human language? And I told him like, dude, this is human language. The computer doesn't read this. This is compiled down to some binary garble or some shit. Like, processing is a language that is made for humans to express logic about a very specific thing. English is very badly suited for this. I mean, like, if you look at, for say, like some Python that, like mangles some data, I mean, let's say that you express that with English perfectly, so that it like an LLM did it, and that it made Python or whatever. That would be so much more complicated. Python is like very, very close to the pure incidental expression of it. Like, there's very little incidental complexity in a high level language like that. I mean, there's some, absolutely, and like it could be less obtuse in some regards, but in general these high level languages are pretty good at what they do, and they are like, we have coding languages for a reason. And then you get into like these silly prompt engineering things where people start mangling and back and forth just to get it to do things, and it just like, now you're doing some really, really complicated coding that is like way worse than stupid PHP hacks. It doesn't make sense. There's a lot of stuff in the AI field that does absolutely no sense whatsoever. Oh, like good. Look, a lot of questions. The GM, MPJ, can you talk about the gap between UI, UX design and data visualization? In my experience, there is a disconnect there and an opportunity. As a web dev, my team often struggles to make data viz design product decisions. Have you experienced this, and do you have any advice? Can you elaborate a little bit on what you mean? Because I think I know what you mean, and I have a lot of things to say, but I kind of want to make sure that I don't misinterpret your question or interpret too widely. Nikolai, so mesmerizing to listen to you. I almost forgot to press like. Mesmerizing. I like that. That's a good compliment to get. Like, you're mesmerizing. That makes me feel great. Graven, hello from France. Bonjour. Ramen. He's also seen systems that the public has not. Jensen has seen LLMs probably 1 to 2 years ahead of what we have. So I factor in what he says when he says things like that. Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I saw these systems 2 years ago now. I know what they were like 2 years ago. And they haven't changed all that much. A little bit, but not a lot. And now they have so much more capital, so they should be changing a whole lot more, but they aren't. Samuels Tyler, I've had great success in getting assistants to write a little code as long as it generates tests for me. Test code pairing seems to work well for most things, but not really complex algorithms. Oh, yes, this is actually true. I have been, I've been taking up Wallaby again, and because it's so nice to use an LLM to like generate the test and then use it generate the code, get it to green, and like go back and forth that way. It's kind of cool because like there is in test-driven development by example, the Kent Beck book, there is this certain technique called triangulation, which is it's a TDD form that doesn't make sense when you are programming as a human, because you're kind of like being sort of like assuming that the coder is hostile in a weird way, which doesn't make sense because like a coder tries to not write bugs, but when the AI is doing it, the triangulation approach really makes sense. Are you watching Theo and Primogen? See, you had perfect, good, new fresh blood to them. I like them. I like them. They're fun. They're fun. I think there's a lot of. I mean, they like drama. These guys. They like drama. They like drama. I'll say. I mean, like. I like drama too. I'm like, but not in my web dev. Like, maybe there's just more drama and they are big and therefore they got pulled into it. But I'm just. It seems like a lot of work with all that drama, man. I'm a little bit too old to bear it. But they're good. Like I really have Theo to thank for introducing me to Solid. Solid start. So good. Oh, I love that, Samuel. Prolog was supposed to be the human language, programming language. Nikolai, like, why does programming language have to be human? Have you heard about the chicken programming language? Glad someone is growing old as disgracefully as me. I like that. Disgracefully old. Yes, John Frank says prompt engineering is still programming. Explaining to a laborer how to build something is still coding. It's all just meaning, instruction, procedure, etc. I like to use the word modeling, but that is on point. Panis. I've been a 3D animator for 8 years and I just started working as a front-end engineer using Vue and Nuxt. Haven't used 3JS yet. Do you think my skills as a 3D artist can be of use in this industry? I'm Greek, by the way. Ooh, yeah! Like, love them Greeks. Your 3D skills can most certainly be super useful. I would really find a niche for that. I mean, like in data visualization, with D3, like 3D visualization can be extraordinarily impactful. It's just, and most data visualizers have no fucking idea how to approach that, man. Like, it makes you that's such a niche skill to have in front-end development. I think, like, you kind of, the overlap is an extraordinarily rare combination, and I really think you should find a way to lean into that. The GM, going back to your question. I feel the product and design people are not as knowledgeable in the subject of data viz, and the decision is often moved to our team in web dev. Yeah. Here's the thing. Data visualization is completely different from front-end engineering or product ownership. Like it's more about analytics, sort of, or reporting. It's a type of science. It is a completely different thing. Like, you have to know statistics and you have to know users. Data visualization is just its own thing that you need to sort out. And I understand that it's just like shoveled back and forth in an organization because that's the way things, like tasks when nobody knows how to do the task, and you're kind of like, well, maybe that person or that, or yeah, but nobody really knows, so it's just like shoveled around. And like until you get like a person who knows how to do it, or somebody that just leans into it and learns it, then that's the way it's going to happen. And to be quite honest, this is kind of the opportunity that this channel is trying to target. It's this data developer space where you need to know a little bit of coding, you need to know a little bit of statistics, you need to know a little bit of D3, you need to know a little bit of product management and like all of it, you know, because it's not like hiring a dedicated data visualizer is even going to be possible, because a dedicated data visualizer is going to be like ridiculously expensive and already hired. Plus you need multiple people. So at this point I think that we need somebody that is a little bit of like a multi-class, sort of like how full stackers were for a while, but kind of focus on data. So they know a little bit of pipelining, a little bit of SQL, a little bit of D3, a little bit of statistics, you know, a little bit of everything. But it's necessary, it's really needed. Hopefully we can create a new group. Wow, it's getting dark in here. Let's see if I can make this a little bit maybe let's see like cozy work like this. That's nice. Program artist, good Monday night. MPJ hasn't aged a day in 10 years. Wolfie Master, lots of carrot juice. Also, my makeup is more expensive these days. Sephora man. I can advise any man to do this. If you want to feel like a fucking $1,000,000, just grab like $100 and walk into Sephora and ask them to take care of you, and like you will be permanently like 40% more attractive, and you feel so good about yourself all the time, and nobody will ever notice, because Sephora is like stealth makeup. It's so good, man, so good. It's kite, so it's hard to be consistently precise when the tool is non-deterministic. Yeah, I mean, like, why would like a non-deterministic tool for for programming. You really don't want that. You really don't want that. It's fun though. Oh yeah. The WordPress drama. I'm kind of like, I'm getting better. I'm getting better at kind of detecting in my body what doesn't make me feel good. I was starting to watch some, sorry about this microphone, I'm still uncertain where to put it. Started to watch those WordPress videos, and I was like being sucked into it, and I was like, it was satisfying in one way, but then I kind of like realized somewhere along here, there's kind of like this like dark ball growing, and I'm kind of like, is this how I want to spend these hours on the weekend, gloating over this thing? Like, it's kind of like, you know, like that's Matt Mullenweg going insane, and I'm like, this is sort of like watching Gremlins again, you know. I used to think Gremlins was a great movie when I was a kid, and you just leave it like that. like Matt, great guy. I want to remember him as that. WordPress was great. I want to remember it as that. I shouldn't look at what Matt is doing now, or WordPress. It's just like, that's gone. It was a nice era of the internet. Like, it was good back then. La la. If you can only learn Python or JavaScript in 2024, which do you choose? I mean, we are certainly going to be spending time with both Python or JavaScript and JavaScript on this channel. I mean, probably Python. I think that JavaScript is going to be damaged a little bit for a while by LLMs. I think that LLMs, there's good, like, just because LLMs can't be used to write good stuff doesn't mean that people won't try, you know. They'll really try to do things for a while without using programming help. And during that time, I think that JavaScript developers are going to be easier to replace maybe. But I'm not sure really. They're both good. But Python is certainly not going away. Walks into Sephora with $100, walks out with a lip gloss. Yeah. You can buy a lip gloss, like, and also like a little bit of a jar with some really nice smelling facial cream. Americo soap. Nah. See you back to. Detail. Hi MPJ, I just want to say that your video about mission clarity changed my mindset so much, and I got myself promoted to a tech lead. Holy shit. Thank you very much. I hope to meet you someday. Detail. Wow. How cool. Like, that's so cool. That is so cool, man. That makes me so happy to hear. I'm super glad. Congratulations, and I don't know, like, I'm so humbled. Yeah, the mission clarity was a good one. That's so cool. Yeah, I hope to meet you soon. Meet you too. Where are you based? I hope to do some meetups during next year. Like, I'm fucking isolated, man. I've been so isolated. I've been like an old alone man in my alone room for so fucking good. Long. It's so dumb. Like, I'm a very sociable guy, but like something broke in me, like about 18 months ago or something. I think I've honestly been depressed and burnout and like all the things at all the time. Like, I've been fucked, man. But now I'm back. I really want to go out across Europe and things and meet people. All of you guys. I'm a database guy and querying data to see patterns in data is king. So I do think it's an important aspect in data visualization. Saying this in a web dev group, yeah, for sure. Querying is absolutely key. I mean, like to the question of should I learn JavaScript or Python? SQL. SQL is so good. It's like an amazing language. It's the most amazing language. How about setting up an FFF Discord? There is one, funfun.chat. It's just like, I fucking hate Discord, man. I hate Discord so much with my, I just open it and I just like hate that it's on my computer, and it's not possible to wrestle it down either. Like, it's not possible to do good. Oh, and learn SQLite deeply. I've heard so good. Like, SQLite seems amazing. Do Detail, yeah, based in Germany. Which city? Which city in Germany? There's also that thing like DHH, yeah, and DuckDB. Like, I really, Peter Lee said, why do you hate Discord? Notifications, man. Like, I hate everything that has like plingy pling and like red things that gives me a better conscience about managing. Berlin, Munich. That's sweet. Like, we could do both those cities. Like, I've been in both. Did I ever decide to go to Berlin? I could go there just to meet you. It would be really cool to have a meetup in Berlin. That could very much be in the cards. I really want to do events, some kind of event. We actually have this. What do you think about this event? Like, sort of like a spa retreat experience. It's still like a learning thing, but like after the day is done, you just go chill in a spa. Maybe like in the Stockholm archipelago, or like up in the north with like a sauna, like in nature or stuff. In northern Sweden, and it's called, get this, D3 and de-stress. So it's like a couple of, maybe like a week or so, just like get the fuck away from everything, very little phones, just like hanging out with other fun function people, learning D3 for a week, and like then in the evenings do like sauna and nature, chilling out. SQLite has spatial extensions now, so if you like spatial DBs, SQLite is great to get started. Peter Lindström, but notifications can be turned off. Man, they cannot. It's impossible in Discord. Like, it's red all over, no matter what I do. I check every single box. Like, and it's still like a hellscape of unread bullshit. But I'm very sensitive to distractions. So like I understand that this is not everyone's experience. I just cannot for the life of me use that thing. It just gives me anxiety up to here. There's also like a principle thing. Discord has been doing great so far on not messing too much with their community. But like I'm an old man, been in this game for a long time, and I know that's why the newsletter is not on like Substack, is because like I've been shafted by so many platforms. I put my content on them and then they figure out like, hey, he's locked into our platform and we can just like start extracting him and be assholes. It's very important for me to own my channels and not be too dependent on platforms. With the community, I don't think that it can be completely avoided with these days. It's hard. Cranty. Funny you mentioned depression or stress yourself. You got me through mine years ago when you used to post a lot. Thank you so much for that and glad you're back. Thank you so much, Cranty, for saying that. That goes right here in the heart. Right in the heart. Anyway, some kind of community chat thing would be nice. Yes, Peter. Yes, it would. I would love to have that. And I have because it at Discord I really did. And I would love to have something. The closest thing that I'm leaning towards now is like Reddit subreddit. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do there. I'm really like, if you have suggestions on something that works, then absolutely send them my way. And I kind of wonder if there's like is there some up and coming cool player that does something? I remember like I've been looking at like the Less Wrong community, and they are like so cool. They're what they do, it's very innovative. I wonder if there is like anything with like funky structured communication. Karim, hi. Me and Karim met while working at Parity. He's a like amazing data guy. Talan Eriksson Telegram. Yeah, like, does Telegram work? Maybe he does. Like, it's Telegram. Like, I use Telegram a lot for a while. Like, I really like it. IRC channel, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I mean, like, my email address is like mpj@fff.dev. If any of you want to like set up like a community solution that isn't Discord and like try something out, like the IRC channel would be like, that's a fucking cool thing, you know, that's very retro, I like that. Then I would, if you set it up and commit to some like reasonable, like, you don't need to write something in blood, but if you want to run it for a little while, then I will push it through the newsletter and through the videos, and like as a semi-official thing. It would be like, I would be so happy if somebody did that. And especially, you know, with the untutorial format, it is important that people kind of get, if that is to work, then we need a space where people can help each other. But Telegram is not a bad idea either. Like vector databases, like, is vector databases kind of, I get the impression that they are kind of like NoSQL databases in the sense that they are being replaced by SQL databases, because SQL database like Postgres is just like now kind of a NoSQL vector database, and ClickHouse is also really good for vectors. Nikolai, what would you keep from the old videos format? What would you not do again? Like, the only thing I wouldn't strictly do again is these detailed tutorial formats, because there are certain things where like just asking an LLM is just better than those videos. So just like, I don't want to be competing with ChatGPT, you know. And it's hard. I have a hard time figuring out what it is that I strictly wouldn't do now. But it just feels like the bar has been raised quite a bit. And I also don't want to be stuck in like an enormous amount of hardcore production all the time. I want to probably gonna focus a little bit more on short, tight videos for the next one, which is a long time since I did. Really long time since I did. I would probably not, like, I tried to do streaming regularly for a while. I won't do that again because it's on Twitch. That becomes scary. Like your income really becomes connected to being online all the time. And hi, Andrew. Good evening. Good evening. Naughty dog. I mean, like, we'll go for 5 more minutes, I think, and then I'm gonna wrap up. Let people have their evening or morning or whatever it is. Like, it's been so nice that you've been hanging out with me. If I missed a question and you want me to ask, just post it again. It's really a delight. It's really a delight to just pop back onto the internet and then have just chilling around with 50 people like this. It's such a luxury to have that support, and I'm really appreciative and very grateful to have you here. Makes me feel really, really good about myself. Tranty, ChatGPT spits out a lot of bad code since it's trained on what's out there. Since it's mainly average or lower, or even more people use that code now to write more stuff that and then trains on a bad cycle. Yeah, the kind of like the whole echo chamber of training is an interesting thing with AI, because I don't really, because it can't really itself tell what's quality, because that's not really what an LLM is. So I'm not sure how how could you improve it in quality? It becomes really complicated unless you make it very domain specific, but then is it really a large language model? Mr. Flying Octopus Kite, regret my account name now was just a random brain generated, not thinking I would be on live chats. That's so funny. That's probably the same with a lot of Twitch usernames. Yeah, I mean, sometimes when people go and I have friends that complain about the quality of, you know, some whatever service or somebody, like a website or like coffee or when they're at the doctor, and I kind of like, I like to remind myself about a thing. Half of the people in any domain are worse than the average. Half of the people working in any domain are worse than the average. So it becomes problematic if an LLM is just trained on the whole bunch. Swing tag. I'd like to give my code to ChatGPT and then ask it how I can make it better, or to comment on the style, or to comment on something completely esoteric that I hadn't noticed. Yeah, I think that's kind of nice. You know, like everybody is, I think you're making a great point here, because a lot of people are very focused on having it do work for you. Perhaps it's better if we have it flip the script. Have the AI make you do work. You know? Like check everything you do and just like, you probably should do this, you know? I'm not gonna help you. I'm just gonna like complain about the quality of your thing. You should be better at this, really. Or like the AI would go like, well, if I was writing this, I would do this. And you're asking it like, well, do it then. And it just like, no. Mr. Flying Octopus Guy, I really like, I'm thinking about like how to shorten your name, but it's not abbreviatable either. It's Mfuk. 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 Well then. Kranti. I think definitely a LEM type should be based on better code checking instead of writing everything for you. Because humans miss errors right in front of their eyes. God knows I do all the time. I do think Copilot could become a super linter review-wise. It did add very apt comment on some code recently. Yeah, like it would great to just have it do PR, like comment on PRs. Mr. Fook. All right, people. Do we have someone giving a final question? We shall close off this Monday stream. Declare fun function. First real episode officially watched. Yeah, John, peace out. I'll just take Easy's question as the last one. How are you? I'm great. I'm really great. Haven't always been great during this year. But I'm really great now. I'm really great now. This has been a delight. Checking out. Have a great, great continued Monday evening, everyone. And stay